nature I thrive. I am grateful for the air I breathe. I am grateful for the life I live. I am beauty. I am whole.
Grand rising, everybody, and welcome to another Monday morning affirmation. This morning we're looking about how the past often dictates what we and who we are today. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, if you've never seen me before, my name is JB Rose. I'm a singer, I'm a vegan, and I'm a mum. And if you catch me on any of the socials, you will see that it's all about health, it's all about well-being. It's like a really big hug. Wonderful. It's so lovely to see the wonderful Joe. I absolutely love you, Joe. You're always there, ready to tell me you can hear me loud and clear, which is amazing. I was about to ask that, but you got in there. And of course, I love to see my wonderful friend Stella in the house, and I also welcome everybody else who's here. Grand rising, everyone. It's amazing to see everybody in the house, not just on YouTube and on Facebook, but on Instagram. Listen, this is all about our weekly hug. We hug ourselves. We are family. We come together because we know that this life is made for us. We know that we are divine. We know that we have the choices. God has given us the choices to make ourselves live in joy and peace, regardless of what's happening in the world. And that's what we do. Instead of having this onslaught of media and politics saying that the world is bad and you are bad, etc., we are here to counteract that and remind ourselves absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we create our lives through understanding that we are divine, we are God, we are God's children. So it's so good to see everybody. I'm so happy. Now, what do we do in the mornings? When we come together, you get a motivational speech. We do some affirmations. My music sits underneath the background, especially when we're doing the motivation affirmation bits. And then you go off and you have an amazing week, but you stay in tune, because if you follow me on all my other lifestyle, on all the other channels, you see that I do cooking, vegan, healthy recipes. You see that I offer tips for well-being. You see me exercising in the gym with my wonderful trainer, Uncle Will, who is a hard taskmaster. And you just see that we have the choice to just try and become, always walk in our highest vibrations. So as I said, why are we here? We are here to transform. We are here to forgive the past. We are here to thrive. We are releasing pain. We are releasing anything that is holding us back, changing from the inside out. We are recognizing our inner power. This is our morning upliftment. We are worthy, we are abundant, and we are peace. Now listen, the answers to our challenges are simple, but they are not easy to apply. And that's the reason why we come every week and we make sure that we just spend some time with ourselves. And I always encourage you that when you finish being on this live with me or watching me on the replay, that you then just spend some time quietly just breathing and meditating on our thoughts for today. So thank you so much for coming in. Well, at whatever time, don't forget to subscribe, etc., because if you subscribe, and especially if you talk to me in the chat after the session, then of course what happens is the YouTube algorithms, they love it, and the YouTube algorithms let everyone else know and join our family. Okay, so let's do a bit of a warm up. Let's just shake out. Let's shake our arms. Let's roll our shoulders back. And let's show them back, forward, should I say. Yeah, because if we want change, we must have action. So it's not all about talk and sitting around and sort of thinking, oh yes, this is what we've got to do. We've actually got to do it. So we're doing it by just even warming up our bodies and being present. So we're stretching. I want you to do this and stretch up and go to the side. Oh, feel that stretch on one side, and then go to the other side and feel that stretch on the other side. And then we're going to run on the spot. So as fast as we can, we're going to run while we're sitting, and we're going to really energize ourselves. I'm going to count to 30. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, really fast, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you should feel really energized now, really, hype, as the young people say. You should feel really hype. All right, so let's take some nice deep breaths in now. Breathing is so important. I'm quite out of breath just from doing this. It energizes all the cells in the body, and deep breathing can really, really, really transform even our perspective on things. So when you're panicking and you're worried, etc., just stop and take some nice deep breaths into the tummy. So let's do this now. Let's take a deep breath in. Good morning, why, hey, yes, lovely to see you. Breathe in through the nose and then breathe out. Let's do that again. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Fill up that tummy and breathe out. One more. Let's breathe in through the nose. And then let's breathe out. So now we're going to breathe in for the count of 3, hold for the count of 7, and breathe out for the count of 8. This is so energizing. It's so spiritual when we do this. Let's take a deep breath. In 2, 3, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3. And hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3. And hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. Okay, so now we are set up for our motivational speech for today. So my beautiful family, today I want to talk about something deep and real. And we're talking about breaking free from the judgment and trauma that has shaped how we see ourselves. So in my day-to-day works, I have the pleasure of working with incredible people in community, in workshops. I work with women in women's groups. I work with young people who are no longer in school or in theatre spaces. And community workplaces, community places. I work with the elderly. I work with people with special needs, and also I also just run choirs and a choir leader. So I get to meet a wide range of people. Some just because they want to be creative, and others because they are pushing through their circumstances. And that's what I want to talk about, is the people that I work with. They're very brave people who are constantly looking to kind of push through their circumstances. And what I've noticed time and time again is how past pain, harsh words, and unmet expectations can linger, creating limiting beliefs that hold us back. You know, the things that people said when you were growing up. That the one she can't do nothing. Look at her though, look at her. Your friends go, look at her though, does she think she is though? Look at her. Sha. That one. You know, your parents having low expectations. If you didn't have parents that were supportive. Teachers that had low expectations, who always picked on you and threw you out the class. All that kind of thing. Some of it may even be harsher than what I'm describing. But let's be honest, most of us have experienced some form of hurt growing up. Maybe it was a parent who failed to nurture you, a teacher who doubted you, or peers who judged you unfairly. And guess what? Over time, those experiences can become a blueprint for merely surviving rather than thriving. So the things that people have said, that your parents or adults and teachers who should be there nurturing you and pouring positivity into you, didn't. And then the blueprint of, she can never do this. That one can't do that. Look at her door. Look, you're too old for that. No, you're a girl, you can't do it. You're a girl, all that sort of stuff. That becomes the blueprint, and it's there sitting in your mind. And anytime you're trying to do something, to thrive, to push through, those niggling words, when you were a child, when you were impressionable, when you needed support, just keep coming to the fore. But here's the truth. You are not your past. You are not the judgments others placed upon you. As the incredible Brené Brown reminds us, owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing we'll ever do. I want you to think about that. Owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we'll ever do. So be aware of it. And then think about whether it's true, and it's not. Growing up, I want to share my mum's story. My mother faced incredible challenges. My mum was born in Jamaica. She was born illegitimate. She was born out of wedlock. And when it was during a time when it was considered a sin. So she was treated like an outcast. She was forced to serve, and she was told that she was less because she wasn't born in marriage. And she was raised by her Aunt Sissy. And actually Aunt Sissy also looked after two her other cousins. And Joe would know all about it, my lovely cousin. But my mum was always an outsider, was made to feel like an outsider. She was tall, she was very dark-skinned, and all these things was always sort of pushed in her face. You're tall, look upon her. They used to call my mum, because she was very tall and skinny. They used to call her Langalala. Look upon Langalala. Something like Langalala couldn't eat enough meat or something. So she's too skinny that as much meat as she could eat, she was always skinny. And of course, I used to call her how dark she was, which is to do with the racism of the history of people in the Caribbean. However, she fought back. She found her strength and she built a better life. She ran away from where she was living in the country. Well, she tricked him and said she was just going to a church meeting, and she never, ever went back. And then through some complicated stuff, she ended up here in England. She met my dad and she had 5 children. So she fought back. All those stories from the moment she was born a sin. There's a book by Trevor Noah, who's a South African comedian, and it was illegal to be a mixed race child. And he was also born a so-called sin. And again, he pushed through. So my mum's story, her story is a testament to the fact that you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. So this week, I challenge you to redefine yourself. Let's take ownership of our minds and silencing those voices from the past that don't serve us. So let me say that again. Let's take control. Let's own our minds. Let's own our thoughts. Yeah, and those voices that always kept saying, you're no good at this, and look at her, you're always going to end up to nothing, etc. Let us release those thoughts and take back our minds. And that's what meditation is so good for. So I want to give you a little exercise this week, and I want you to journal, and it's called Journal Your Truth. Write down 3 things people have said about you that hurt or limit you. Just write them down, 1, 2, 3. And then next to each, write the opposite. So if you're no good on one side, that one not good, then on the other side, you're going to write, I am amazing. I am a gift to this world. And just keep writing all the things. It may be more than 3. And then just write the opposite. And then every day in the mirror, in this week, every morning, look in the mirror and say these truths out loud. Feel them and then believe them. So all the truths, not what people say, the real truths of what you are. And you say every morning in the mirror. That's what I want you to do. As Eckhart Tolle said, you are not your mind. You are the awareness behind it. So let's awaken to our greatness. Yeah, you are not your mind. You are the awareness behind it. So let's awaken to our truths. So with that being said, let us look at our affirmations. So if you're on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to put up our affirmations. And if you're on Instagram, I'm going to read it for you. So the first one, please repeat after me. I am not my past. I am limitless potential. Repeat. I am not my past. I am limitless potential. I choose to see myself through love, not judgment. Let's do that again. I choose to see myself through love and not judgment. I release all labels and step into my truth. I release all labels and step into my truth. I am worthy of joy, peace, and success. I am worthy of joy, peace, and success. And finally, I own my story and create my future with purpose. Let's do that again. I own my story and create my future with purpose. So those are our affirmations. If you are on YouTube and Facebook, please take a screenshot. Remember, you can go back and you can watch this again, capture the screenshot, and every day that's what you're saying. That is what you're saying to yourself. Remember, this is a practice. And because we have been practiced every day to keep receiving information from outside sources, from social media, TV, radio, friends, that you are getting an affirmation that is alternative to the truth of you. So we come and we practice that we are amazing, we are joy, we are peace, we are meant to be, we are perfect. And you keep saying that within the noise. You keep saying that with the noise that you may have from the past. Remember to do that exercise. So in summary, you are not here just to survive. You are here to live a joyful, abundant life. That's all you need to be doing, is going to the joy, being abundant, not getting caught up into small moments where maybe someone cut you up in the car and they drove badly. Maybe somebody in the shop was in a bad mood. Maybe they're having a bad day and then they're being angry to you. But don't get drawn into any of the stuff that will bring down your vibration. Let's start pouring love into ourselves. One affirmation, one action, one thought at a time. So guys, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and please write in the comments after this session. As well, as I said, the algorithms love to see engagement. So if you are engaging, then the algorithms will love it back too. So Joe, I'm just reading what you say. And Stella, I own my own story. Joe, I am an owner. Lovely. Yes, love my mum's strength. Amazing. So yes, Stella's amazing too. So listen guys, thank you so much for coming. You know, it's always so wonderful to be here with you, the SVM family, the wonderful family that you are. Let's encourage and get as many people to join our family. As the week goes by, I know you will come and have a listen to what we talked about this morning. So welcome whenever you capture this podcast. It's amazing to see you. It's amazing to have you. But please do me a favor. If you're watching for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to this, And I will see you next time. Have an amazing week. Don't forget to follow me on all of the socials. Take care.